for your kids. They're going to be having a lot of fun. They're staying at home, but it can also be an opportunity for them to eat lots of junk food, and we don't really want that. We're going to talk about how to keep your kids eating healthy this morning. So joining me this morning is Chef Paul McCabe with Kitchen 15 or 16 rather 40.
Nope,
15. I'm sorry, 1540.
It's so small.
Right?
It's so small.
1540 at L'Auberge Del Mar.
Yes.
Del Mar. How's my French?
That's good. Everybody does that.
That's
too.
10th grade
L'Auberge.
French right there
Yes.
for you.
Yes.
Very fancy.
Kitchen 1540. You did it.
All right, so your son Ben is also here with us, and he's
Sure
10
is.
years old. And so tell me, if you would, a little bit about what we're going to be talking about today, and specifically keeping our kids healthy this summer.
I think it's really important to get the kids involved in cooking because if they're in the kitchen and their hands are in it, they're having fun with it, and they feel
Right.
like they've created it, they're going to want to eat it. I mean, isn't that what happens with you?
Yeah.
I mean, that's exactly it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we get involved, like sometimes we'll prep up a whole bunch of different sushi items and then get in there and he'll roll his own sushi. So we're leaning towards summer, tomatoes, and we're going to do a really quick chilled tomato soup.
Okay,
It's really
very
simple.
cool.
So what we've done is just peeled these tomatoes
Okay.
right here, and these are organic Brandywines. And all we're going to do is chop them up cold and raw, and then salt them.
Okay.
And then, Ben, this is the fun part. You know how to do this. You got to squish them up with your hands. You got to squish them with your hands.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Ben has this cookbook. It's a Dr. Seuss cookbook. He loves cooking out of it. And anything that gets the kids excited about cooking, I like to go with.
Okay.
You know, if he wants to be in the kitchen doing this, I'm all in. If he's like, Dad, can we go through this book and make the scones? I'll stop what I'm doing and we'll make the scones. Anything that gets him into it. And there's a lot of different ways to create vegetable flavors. And
it's great to get them involved, though, too, because
is.
then they sort of take ownership in it. Okay,
It is.
so it's
Good
kind
job.
of meshed up there. And
So it's meshed up. It goes straight into here, into a blender.
Okay.
It's that simple. Really, you do want it to let it sit for a couple of hours because the salt is going to pull out the moisture, and that's what's going to give you the texture. So we're going to let that go for just a second. And that's pretty much done at that point because we've already seasoned it. It's that simple. So what we're going to do here is we're going to finish up with a tomato salad on top.
Okay.
The other thing is we have a garden at home. And here, bud, you want to start cutting those for me? We have a garden at home, and watching the food grow from seed all the way to tomatoes and corn is an incredible thing for kids to see.
Absolutely.
To see how it happens. And I got to tell you, go ahead and cut that one. They eat more vegetables.
I
If
bet they
see
do.
Them grow, they really do.
I bet. And it's so handy, you might as well.
So we plop these in here. These are just peeled baby tomatoes.
Okay.
Right? And then we've got some herbs from our garden. These are from our garden. It's Thai basil flowers. You want to pull off some of those leaves, buddy? And all we're going to do is we have this beautiful Temecula olive oil, which I heard you are familiar with.
I'm a fan of this. I gave my mother some of this for Mother's Day, and my mother-in-law some of this for Mother's Day.
Isn't
They
it
loved
great?
Yeah,
Isn't
absolutely.
it great? Toss it around in there, and then we're going to plop that right down. You want to go ahead and put it on the salad, bud. And then we also have some bronze fennel. Go ahead and just put it right in the center. Here. There you
Dishing
go.
it out.
Just like that.
Right in there, okay.
And this is like, it's just like eating a bite of tomato. And then put those on top.
Oh, and that's beautiful. It looks like artwork, kind of.
And these are arugula flowers, which we got out of the garden too.
Look at that.
Little flowers of arugula.
Beautiful. So this juicy part is just sort of what you mixed up over there?
Yes.
Yeah.
And then just
and you
straight
just
it.
threw that in there.
That's it. It's that simple. It's really, really simple. And you could do anything from this point. If you wanted to do a sorbet on top, if you want to do poached shrimp in there, you could do that. There's so many different directions you could go. And I really like to bring the kids out in that. Like,
Yeah.
what do you want in here now? They'd probably say, oh, shrimp would be great. We'll cook some shrimp and put it in there, and he'll eat the whole thing. He's just ate a whole bunch of vegetables.
Getting their opinion gets them more excited about it, too, asking them what
Exactly.
they want.
Exactly.
And Ben, I want you to show me your cookbook that your dad just mentioned a second ago.
Here.
This is actually your cookbook right here. This is a Dr. Seuss cookbook. Now, tell me what you like to cook out of here.
I like to cook the blueberry scones.
Oof, that sounds delicious. How do you make those?
You have to mix a bunch of ingredients together, and then you have to use your hands and roll the dough, and then you can put the blueberries in it, either frozen or fresh, and then you kind of just cut it and then put it on a pan, and then you put it in the oven.
Perfect. What do you say to other kids maybe that are watching this at home right now that maybe have never cooked with their parents? What would you like to say to them?
I think that you should cook because you shouldn't just eat out from a restaurant, because if you eat, if you cook what you eat, then it's like really tasty.
Good advice. That's so true, Ben, and healthier for you too, right?
Yeah.
Awesome job. Thank you so much. He's going to be a little spokesperson for you.
Don't you think? I hope so.
All right. Thank you so much for this.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate it. I can't wait to try this right here. And for more information on Chef Paul, as well as Kitchen 1540, you can simply go to our website, fox5sandiego.com. Click the Scene On button. Raul, back into you.
All right, Eric. Well said, young man. Well said. The time
can I
right
try?
now is 9:14. Straight